Hi everybody, I'm Walt Lewis and we're here with another Fire Engineering Training Minutes. Today I've got my friend Al Studt back with us to help finish talking about United States National Grid and doing some geolocating. Al, there's a bunch of applications we've talked about and here's some others that we could discuss. You'd mentioned about hydrants and where that's valuable to have GIS and geolocating available to us.
Walt, thank you very much again for the opportunity. All across America, fire service and municipal employees test hydrants annually to maintain data records for proper flow. Time and time again, they can't find the hydrants. You can use simple app, USNGapp.org or findmesar.com to identify the location of that hydrant. Put that in your paperwork. Over time, all of your hydrants in your whole jurisdiction can be geolocated. It can be used in operations, used for testing, so it's a varied use and, of course, interoperability.
That'd be great, because the second due engine company, the mutual aid engine company, whoever it might be, if they have USNG integrated into their CAD system for their dispatch or into their mapping system on their fire department MCT, they could simply find the hydrant or they could route tying into their system if their information allows. And as the future develops, that equipment is going to be upgraded and it's going to have that all integrated.
That is correct. The needs, though, that people need to realize is you need to request gridded maps. Once the maps are gridded, then this information is more usable. It can certainly be used in a point at one at a time for, say, finding a single hydrant, but on the fly during operations, gridded maps are important.
All right, so that engine company can come in and locate their hydrant and know it's that hydrant that is in service, and also hydrants that are out of service could be identified, and this way they don't show as being a valuable asset for that fire ground for that one time. That's just, I mean, that's one location or one application we can use. There's another application as far as the medical side. I've seen some of these signs out on the trails. What am I looking at here?
Walt, what you have there is an emergency location marker. Emergency location markers are standard in the state of Iowa, as example, Minnesota. We're trying to get them here in Florida for the Coast to Coast Trail. It identifies the location of the marker and obviously the trail and the person using it to 10 meters square. It has the blue background for the 17R November Mike, which would probably be less used in any 911 call, and it has blue letters on a white background. The entire sign, how the font, everything has been vetted, and it is a standard that we are promoting for any trail system, any park, any place where you receive 911 calls. This system can be used. Also, when you're off the trail, a standard GPS or a standard smartphone can employ the same system and identify locations to 10 meters square, 10 meters by 10 meters, easily to a 911 operator.
All right, now again in the fire service application, you can have a host of things geolocated, and that sounds like a technical term, but it's just identified. It's electronically identified, so it'll be on a map, on an electronic map on the MCT, but you can have FTC connections, utilities, lots of building features that would be helpful for the incident commander, for him to be able to pass on information to the scene responders and expedite operations, especially in large complexes that may have multiple FTCs.
That's correct.
Is that about right?
That is correct. Again, with the gridded map, a large complex may be a single address, but yet with United States National Grid or USNG, you can identify the individual doors, front and back door of any apartment. You can identify the fire department connection, the gas mains, the pool chemicals, the hazardous materials of any kind. Anything can be geolocated with US National Grid and in the records, and visually with a gridded map, a incident commander can refer to his teams and direct him to the points that he needs to go.
And this is all information that can be tabulated over a course of time of doing those hydrant inspections, pre-fire plans, all these information just by including a GPS unit with the crew that goes out there and identifies where this is at, writes down the information, and is submitted through their GIS process if they have one for their department.
That is true, but one other point is you do not need a dedicated GPS receiver to use this. Most Americans nowadays are carrying a smartphone with no cost. Those apps that I mentioned before, USNGapp.org and findmesar.com, anyone can be a USNG user in 15 seconds.
That sounds pretty simple and easy to use. Al, appreciate you coming out today. Thank you so much. For Fire Engineering Training Minutes, I'm Walt Lewis.
And I'm Al Studt.
Thanks for watching.
For more information about geolocating hydrants, go to the website on the screen.